everyone, myself Rajashree, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce from E-Content Development Center, Majlis Arts and Science College, Puramannur. Today, I am here with you to discuss an important topic from income tax, that is house rent allowance. The outcome that I expect from this session is to make you aware about the calculation of house rent allowance for income tax purpose. Actually, in order to determine the total income of an assessee under Income Tax Act, we should consider 5 heads of income. That is, the first one is income from salary, income from house property, profits and gains of business and profession, capital gain, and income from other source. Among this, income from salary is the most common head of income for many assessees. So, mainly the salary income for income tax purpose includes, that is, the scope of salary mainly includes salary, allowances, perquisites and profit in lieu of salary. By adding these 4 components, we will make deductions under section 60, that is standard deduction, entertainment allowance and employment tax in order to get taxable salary. Okay, this is about a small description of income under the head salary. Now we are going to our next session, that is allowance. As we already discussed, allowance is a part of salary, and allowance means any monetary benefit offered by the employer to its employee for meeting expenditure over and above the basic salary. And for the purpose of income tax, the allowances will be classified as taxable allowances, partially exempted allowances and exempted allowances. So, let us discuss one by one, that is taxable allowances. Taxable allowances is the allowance which is fully taxable for income tax purpose, that is under the head salary. Then partially exempted allowance. These are the allowances which are partly exempted and partly taxable for income tax purpose. And next one is fully exempted allowance, means these type of allowances are fully exempted for income tax purpose under the head salary. So, we move to our next session, that is our main topic, house rent allowance. It is come under the category of partially exempted allowance. Section 10, subsection 13 of Income Tax Act deals with HRA, and HRA is given to an employee to meet the expenditure on rented accommodation. As HRA is a partly exempted allowance, there are some criteria for such exemptions. In order to determine the exempted limit, 3 criteria should be analyzed. Among these 3 criteria, least of the amount is exempt. Let us see the criteria one by one. First one is actual amount of HRA received. Second one, excess of rent paid over 10% of salary, and third criteria is 50% of salary if the accommodation is at Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata or Chennai, and 40% of salary in other places. So, actual amount of HRA received, that is the actual amount of HRA paid by the employer to his employee, it is the first criteria. Then second one, excess of rent paid over 10% of salary, that is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Under Income Tax Act, the salary for the purpose of house rent allowance will be defined as basic pay, DA as per terms of employment and commission as a fixed percentage. And then the accommodation is resided in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, 50% of salary is exempted, and in any other place 40% of salary is exempted. So, let us discuss it with a problem. But before going to the problem session, we will keep in mind certain points. That is, HRA paid to High Court or Supreme Court judges is fully exempt. Exemption on HRA is available only in the case of an employee who pays rent. That is, the employee who resided in his own house is not able to get any deduction under HRA. Then next is, if the employee pays rent which is less than 10% of salary, HRA is fully taxable. Let us move to our problem session. In our example, Mr. Santosh is an employee in Kolkata. He resides in a rented house for which he pays monthly rent of rupees 4,000. he receives HRA from the employer at the rate of rupees 5,500 per month. Along with HRA, his monthly salary consists of the following, that is basic pay rupees 12,000 per month, DA rupees 4,000 per month, bonus rupees 1,000 per month. Compute taxable portion of HRA if any for the year 2019-20. When we come to our solution, we should first of all consider the criteria for exemptions. That is, the first criteria as we discussed in the theory, that is actual HRA received. Here actual HRA received is 5,500 per month and we will convert it into annually. That is 5,500 into 12 and the amount is 66,000. And second criteria is excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. That is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Here rent paid is rupees 4,000 per month. Is it? So it will be converted into 12 months, that is it will be converted into yearly. We will get 48,000 and from this 48,000 we will deduct 10% of salary. The 10% of salary, that is salary includes, as we already discussed, salary includes basic pay, DA as per terms of employment and commission as a fixed percentage. And let us see the example, that is basic pay rupees 12,000 per month, DA rupees 4,000 per month, bonus rupees 1,000 per month. And here in the problem, rupees 4,000 per month DA is not as per terms of employment, as well as bonus rupees 1,000 per month is not on a fixed percentage. So here for the purpose of salary we will only include basic pay, that is rupees 12,000 per month. So 12,000 per month, it will be converted into annually, we will get 12,000 into 12, that is 1,44,000 and 10% of salary will be taken here. So 12,000 into 12, that is 1,44,000 into 10%, so 14,400. So by deducting 48,000 minus 14,400, we will get 33,600. Next, criteria 3, that is 50% of salary. Here we will take 50% of salary because the accommodation is at Kolkata. So 50% of salary will be taken and 50% of salary, that is 50% of 1,44,000, that is 72,000. And among these three criteria, we will take least of the amount. That is here the least of the amount is 33,600, which is the second criteria, excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. So this amount is the exempt. Next we have to calculate the taxable amount of HRA. So actual HRA minus exempted HRA is the taxable HRA. That is here the taxable HRA equal to 66,000 minus 33,600, that is 32,400 is the taxable HRA. So this is about the problem. So I hope all of you understood this section. See you again. Thank you.